Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. Today, we have a 4v4 on Wallachia 1B. Sadly, I do not have the results yet. Maybe I will by the end so we can see the kills and all. But this is, like I said, a 4v4 with the TOW, or as they kind of call it, Theaters of War armies. So on the French side, a 10-point France, Österreich, a 9-point France, Italy, 7-point Russia. Seen a lot of Russia recently, it feels like. And then on the far back, we have an 8 France that's not moving. Interesting. Well, I'm sure they move at some point. Either way, this will be kind of an interesting fight, even if they stay in the back for a long time. 3 armies versus 4, because we have the, I'm assuming this is the 9-point Austria, like Italian core. You have a 9-point Russia, Austria, and a Austria, and a Russia. So we have basically 2 Russias. Not 2 Russias, man, I don't know what I'm saying today, guys. We have 2 Russias over here, and then 3 armies that are kind of a mixture of Austria, one of them being one of those Russia armies. Total of 4. And so far, it looks like the French are kind of pushing up for the, little town area here. There's a little LOC, or I say little, it's a 3-pointer, which is going to actually be probably pretty crucial here. I can hear some drumming along here. You got the general, so I'm assuming there is an army rolling up to try to take this. Be very interested to see what the coalition does for defense, because obviously the French are, pushing up on this one side. And I know the group that plays the French is very much in a VC together, so he's probably, they probably started when he was gone, and he's gonna come back. Happens every once in a while. And if not, if they sit there and nothing ever happens, maybe I won't be posting it, In which case you'll never see it and you have to worry about it. So obviously if you see this, it means that it was a very good battle still, because I don't just do lame battles and I won't post a battle that kind of was, one-sided in that way if there's a player missing. Or at least if it's not close, I should say. That's kind of my rule. I will leave a replay halfway through if I have to. Now there's like this cavalry kind of pushing, trying to get some scouting on this, Russia, Austria, but actually we may have some cavalry going to go in for an attack. Trying to scare him off. Seems to have worked pretty well. He's retreating. We do have some horse artillery and actually some hussars making their stand. More skirmishers pushing up on this road. A lot of cavalry, and I suspect we are going to probably see some action pretty soon. He's probably going to hope to get some canister on. Yep, he gets a canister, gets a shot off on him. Now he's reloading. Now will be the time if Austria wants to make a push. We get another shot, looks like, with the canister. Oh, we have Russia getting engaged here. Some cuirassiers. And Kazakhis charging in, ambushing some hussars from Austria. Using the tree line to get in real close. And now it looks like Austria's going to try to get themselves out of there. And it carries on. It looks like France actually going in on multiple fronts here. We now have a minor cav engagement. Those Kazakhis going in for the first charge. You have cuirassiers behind the lines. They're going to pull back those lancers. They do break those, so now the cuirassiers are going to go in, making this an even bigger cav fight. Not a huge cav fight, mind you, but enough to where the coalition is going to lose some of that cav dominance on that flank. And things seem to work out quite well for the French and their Russian allies. Now we are starting to see the battle forming up here. France getting in position to maybe start an attack. I'm assuming they're going to try to go for the town, then go for maybe a flank. I'd be interested to see, obviously, Austria's shuffling in this direction with their forces. More of... Okay, so there'll be 2 armies over here and 1 10-pointer for now holding off against them. And we haven't even seen the Russia yet. Okay, the Russia's here. This army is going to be a very long reinforcing army. It's going to take a while for them to get there. That's all it is. Just imagine the scenario where they are the ones who are pretty far away. Artillery looks like it's already starting to hit that position with the 8-pounders. But the lines are clearly being drawn already, guys. Look at Austria, though. They're forming up in some columns. Got some very nice looking uniforms, as always. Got a little bit of grip to them. The Hussars, or are those Hussars? I think those are Hussars. Very nice looking uniforms too, honestly. Hussars always had that nice little, I mean, you may disagree with me, but, you know, Hussars always looked kind of flashy, you know. Got their artillery and infantry starting to push forward from France. Got artillery looking to be making a push up a little bit closer. Grape shot is a lot better. They've increased. I'm actually working on a video where I explain the new change logs for NTW3, so you guys know what to expect from the new mod. I'll try to be a little quicker on it next time. But yeah, one of the things they changed was canister fires faster. It's actually more viable to sit up in the front lines. But look at this, we have France getting real close here with the Austria pushing it with Russia kind of as a reserve. Oh man, look at all those columns of infantry, guys. Look at that. And there's Napoleon himself. Got some carabiniers pushing up. These guys are skirmish type unit, but they also have very good melee. So, you know, just charging in with bayonet isn't going to necessarily work with these guys. Oh my goodness, we have an entire assault going on here. Oh, he sent him in to melee, and things just got serious. What are the skirmishers doing? No way he sends his skirmishers into melee. What is he doing? You can see though, guys, France is just going straight in along this line here. Over here, it does look like a skirm screen. Maybe some infantry trying to push up. They're trying to go hard hitting, obviously, with one of their armies being almost basically gone. AFK, as it were. Cuirassiers going in for another charge. We have some cavalry from Austria going for the flank. But Austria is getting hit pretty hard. Now they are starting to fall back as best they can and trying to get out of this, leaving some troops behind. The rest of the force pushing up. I mean, Russia's not even engaged yet. They're probably going to try to isolate this one Austria. We are starting to see more troops shuffling over to this side, probably to help out. Got some guard units and cavalry units. I'm not sure where the cavalry's going. They do form a square. And they're going to probably start shooting pretty soon. You got cavalry to kind of meet up with the enemy cav, and they're just going to volley him in the face. Now, Austria has managed to extract himself with only losing 3 line infantry. Now, his cavalry, or is that cavalry trying to harass line? He's going to sacrifice it probably just to get, you know, his men away. And they're gonna probably have to pull back quite a bit. However, that will give the coalition an opportunity to attack the flank. You can see Russia-Austria 9-pointer is pulling back here. Now, we are starting to see bit of a hotter gunfight happening over here. A lot of skirmishers very close in light infantry behavior, going up against some line or light. Is it light infantry? No, it's like some light infantry from the Russia-Austria. Although he's going to start pulling back as well. Cavalry and infantry can easily shuffle across here. Nice charge, actually, by those hussars. Now, unfortunately, that's a lot of mass for that one hussar to go against. Yeah, and it's not gonna work well for them. You gotta be careful with your lighter cavalry. You just gotta be careful with it. Isolate one unit. Isolate the flank. The rear or the flank is the best place to use your light cav. Head-on collisions with infantry just doesn't work. This 8-pointer still has not moved. Are the French gonna... The real question here, guys. Are the French gonna win with only 3 armies? Like, are they truly gonna win with 3 armies? That is the question, and that is what we are here to discover. The problem is, I don't think this Russia realizes there's no army coming down this road. Now, if they were scouting with cavalry down this road, they probably would see that this is empty. Very, very empty. But France may be trying to get some troops up here to make it look like there's another French army over here. But if Russia realizes that, they can start shifting tons of forces over here. Imagine a 3rd army, or the 4th army, I guess, because this Russia 10-pointer has not been engaged at all. And they have some really good melee stats, really good melee troops. What is Russia doing here? I'm trying to see here. Are they pushing in on the flank? Are they trying to go in on this weak point? There's artillery sitting right here, which actually can start plastering the lines. Austria's kind of spread out their troops along this bank. They have artillery set up, kind of more defensive position. Artillery is going to get some nice shots on this Russia. They're going to get some nice shots. They're actually getting canister. Where from? Oh, right here. See, these guys should be shooting canister. Just shoot canister. You know, it's the easiest thing to do. Guarantee these guys are shooting canister at this artillery crew. But you see, France isn't totally committing everything yet. They obviously did at the very beginning. Hopefully, I think they were trying to get a quick victory against Austria. Austria was able to just extract themselves from that melee before taking heavy losses.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh wow, we got cavalry going for a massive amount of these skirms. And they do break. Yeah, this is gonna be a. I'm trying to think of where the coalition, where they could move to build the, you know, I mean, like I said, they don't know there's one army just AFK in the back. But if they did, maybe they'd be more aggressive. I mean, you know how I feel, guys, about being aggressive. It is the best thing to be. If you're being aggressive, you're setting the motion, you're attacking, and the enemy usually won't react except for to defend, so. I'm just expecting all of a sudden to see these guys roll down the road any second now. They really could use them, you know? They really could use them. But, I mean, they don't need them yet. They seem to actually be holding quite well. They're still kind of... They're just not being as aggressive. They have massive skirm screens. And let me tell you, skirms do a lot of damage over time. They'll start chewing up this line infantry. we do think... Oh, wow, wait a second. What do we got going on here? Are they going for a bayonet charge? The Cavaliers are pushing forward as well. Are they going for an assault? Do we have an assault pushing again? I believe we do. Nah, that's not going to work. Austria saw it coming a mile away and actually reacted to it, but still... They do have a lot of troops formulating into this center. Still got a Russia that is just sitting back. It's unfortunate. This Russia really could be helping out, even pushing onto this side. I feel like if they were scouting, guys, scouting is so crucial. And the coalition is suffering due to not scouting enough. Having cavalry that pushes out just to look. You just gotta look. I mean, they're still acting like they're expecting an army to come from this direction, which naturally they usually would. But it ain't happening. We got Russia making a push. This fight's actually in a very small area, guys. And the coalition's kind of, I mean, the Imperials are kind of staying a little bit back. I mean, we have some movement here. I think this is a demonstration just to make Russia think they're getting attacked. Which obviously we see cavalry pushing out here, but this Russia seems very, very worried about being attacked in the town, and they're very content to just stay put. If they only knew what little force was in front of them and how... Imagine if these guys pushed and these guys pushed at the same time with cavalry. Man, that would... This flank would have a bit of a rough time with Russia pushing. I mean, they have half an army here. They have nothing probably compared to the force that Russia has. And you have the 9-point Russia-Austria, which, I mean, they have units interspersed everywhere. They have units over here, units over here, units in the center. This Austria is making some decent pushing, but, I mean, they're getting shredded up, unfortunately. These poor guys are getting shot up. Quite badly. Wait, do we have an army shifting? Oh, Russia is pushing over here. Okay, so this is actually a little bit of a tough, oh, I think the ruse is out. Look at this, guys. They discovered this whole army is just sitting back here. They discovered it. The ruse is up. They now know that there's an army AFK in the back, and I think we may see a more aggressive coalition. And almost immediately, yep. The coalition, I don't know why that's so funny to me. But all of a sudden they're like, oh wow, we can actually attack. We've been fooled this whole time. We've been bamboozled. So now the coalition is going to start attacking here. And we may actually see France being hard-pressed too. Whereas before it felt like they've kind of not had a super tough fight ahead of them. We're probably going to see a lot more pressure being put on the coalition. I don't know why that tickles me a lot. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. Maybe I'm just sleep deprived. I don't know. So now we have a 10-point Russia pushing out here. And now this 10-point France, they have got to react to it. They're going to push some troops over to this right side to react to the 10 Russia pushing out. I mean, everybody's pushing. It's like, oh no, it's up. The game's up. No, we have to fight. Now, I'm sure the French, obviously, they took this fight in the very beginning, knowing that their ally was not around. Obviously, they think they can take this. And their advantage is Russia's in 2 spots at once. Russia should have just kept all their forces together. If anything, this Russia could have kept, I guess, a couple to reinforce, but they should be pushing over here. There's one army over here, and it's very obvious that there's a Russia right here, which is one of the armies, and there's a France right here, which means there's one French army versus almost 3. This 10-pointer has so far been only taken on 1. Now, this Russia, I would go straight at them. Like, I would march straight into this French flank with cavalry and infantry. Just go right at them. You can melee them. They probably don't have enough troops. So what if you even take losses? The nice thing is, there's an army down. You can take some losses. But, then again, you gotta wonder, does that 8-point army come back at some point? And I mean, Austria could potentially win this engagement eventually over time if they can grind down the Imperials well enough. I don't know if that's going to happen. Obviously, with reinforcing Russia, there's more cavalry now pushing over. So this France here actually may be a little bit hard pressed pretty soon here. We got a sneaky little flank. Another bayonet charge. These Frenchmen are like, give me your boots. Here we go. So Russia has cavalry and infantry pushing up. We have an actual good attack formulating here. And like I said, guys, this is going to be a bit of a tough one. Now the artillery is just toasting up. They're serving this cav some great shots, canister, becoming quite deadly. I'm curious what Russia's going to do. I really am. Oh my goodness. We have a bayonet charge formulating here. Going for the flank, going across river. Trying to maybe distract from this Russia. And it seems to be working. Even the cavalry charging in. Huge mass rout here. So we have some cavalry that's going to counter. Some Hussars versus Dragoons from Russia. As Russian Lifetree is charging directly into this line. France is starting to break this Russia-Austria. And the flank may start to be moving. Whoa! Alright, so it does look like the cavalry is breaking, but French infantry pushing up. The artillery is going to canister. Oh man, they didn't canister. It looked like they were about to canister. Artillery crews getting themselves out of there. Cavalry running through some French lines, maybe. Still, France is going full on into melee here. A Russian general a little bit too close to the fighting, and he got totally isolated. Some cuirassiers there to catch him. Oh no. This general's like, what did I do? He's encircled. He's trapped. Oh no, he's not totally trapped, I guess. Is he gonna get away? I don't care about any other action. Does the Russian general get away? 105th does not fire in time. Squares get formed. Russia looks like they may actually be trying to go for a little bit of a melee here in the center.
Sir, our general is under attack.
More Russian columns pushing forward here. We have a cavalry trying to once again go for those skirmishers, tirailleurs. They do break the first one. We'll see how far they actually make it. This fight's still in the balance. Russia actually taking some losses. France going for a flank. You can see here. Trying to punish the Russians for advancing. And then, of course, you have the Russian mass of musketeers going for an assault here. The Austrians still hold the hill. This cavalry needs to support this fight. Russia and France are kind of duking it out, but France is winning.
The men of the teams must rescue.
Oh, France just got nice volleys off the flank. They may break this Russian line. Russia's looking to be a bit in trouble. We have a cav engagement here. Oh my gosh. That was a good charge by Austria. That's probably going to rout all three lines. Now, or maybe not breaks, but I mean, these guys may break still, or they're not. They're going to be sorely depleted. 30 men, 20 men left. Oh, they just break one of them.
Our men are running, sir.
Russia set up. They have a nice, massive, chunky contingent of musketeers that can take some fire for a while. Russia still looks like they're trying to fight for this flank, but they've taken heavy, heavy losses. Oh, and guess who's finally back? They show up at the very end. How convenient. They brought a guard build, too. Wow. They brought the guard. Oh, they'll show up at the very end. They can get some farm kills, you know.
Glorious victory, sir. It's soon to be yours.
Got that melee still going on. I'll say musketeers actually hit a bit of a strong resistant force here, but they're going to push up in multiple other areas. Cavalry, though, can make that kind of a bad charge. Russia may actually break up here. The French just have to survive at this point. They got a reinforcing army coming. Russia's in full retreat back to the town. Center's looking a little iffy. I mean, Austria's actually, wow, really pushing this. France may actually die. But at this point, France doesn't need to worry about it too much, guys. They got reinforcing fresh guard army. It's like Napoleon committed the guard halfway through the game. It's 36 minutes in, and the guard is finally being committed into this fight. Oh, what? Skirmishers breaking the Austrian line. Okay, so France is definitely still holding here. Ooh, enemies in the back lines. Artillery is gonna... Ooh. Yeah, artillery is gonna break. Napoleon Bonaparte is safe, though. That's what's important. Where's the canister shooting? They have canister on the edge of that line. The center, I think the coalition have won the center fight, but obviously their flank looking pretty worrisome still, especially considering that there are more and more troops. Oh, there's going to be Lancer. There's going to be cavalry to roll in right at the right moment. Talk about, you know, guard. Just guard everywhere. Trilliers and Voltigeurs. This is a shooting army too. Man. Oh, man. But France is not stopping. They're going to keep pushing up, reinforcing that center attack. France over here trying to hold as best they can. I mean, France is pretty depleted here, guys. Canister? Oh, there's a hill. Oh, they still got a couple. But they're hiding behind the berm of the hill. That's actually a smart idea. But here we go. There's the rest of Russia. They're going to start pushing across this road as France is desperately holding on. And he's just falling back. He has no problem falling back now. They have really took a chunk out of Austria. And now the only fight that's left is by a town where France is going in still into melee.
Our men are running.
Real question is, is this French cavalry gonna have a chance to actually do something? Or is it gonna be, are they gonna be spent? So I'm seeing a lot of mass rout. I mean, no, they'll still do something. You have the coalition still pushing here. In fact, you got cavalry trying to harass the 43rd as they try to get their men across the river.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
The Lancers couldn't even get the kills. I mean, their army is going to be so far behind. I think this coalition can will still not win this. I think the Imperials have good enough of a force, especially if they're pushing across the river. You see those light infantry is breaking the Russians. Russians versus Russians, guys. It's a sad day to see. Brother against brother from the same land. With such a stubborn resistance offer against the coalition, they have fallen back, as now the French are united. We have some Lancers that have not gotten any action, really. I mean, a little bit of action. Getting ready to, you know, these guys are eager. These are a really good Lancer unit, too. These guys are eager to have some action. fresh cav on the end of the battle, guys, that's not something to scoff at, that's for sure. We got a Imperial push back across the river. We're trying to retake the land. Is this seriously 6 Chasseurs Cheval running in? Where are they going? Are they going for artillery or a jet? Oh wow, they went for the back lines. The brave Chasseurs Cheval, now 5 men. And they tie up, well they break, but they tied up that unit for quite some time so that infantry could push across. And here we go, France charging in. We have an Austrian general in danger. There we go, the Lancers get some work done finally. And this may be the final mass rout. So in hindsight, guys, it's a good thing that 8-pointer actually, it was made it a very, a lot closer of a game because his 8-pointer was AFK. So that's why, obviously, I didn't stop at any point. Because it's like, okay, actually, they're holding their own, you know, quite well with only 3 armies. And it made it a little bit close. Oh, my gosh. They are going to butcher this Austrian army to the last man. Oh, wow. This Austria is trapped with nowhere to go. These poor men. It's like the Battle of Caen, or what was it? When Hannibal surrounded the Romans. And like they just killed hundreds and hundreds of Romans stuck in a trap with the cav that came in the rear, and they just surrounded them. One of you probably know the battle I'm talking about. Like I said, sadly, I don't think I have the results. I can double check before I upload this to make sure, but I sadly don't think I have the results. So we won't be able to see the kills on each side, but the coalition definitely put up a fight. I mean, the French units were very depleted. They were very depleted units. So the coalition did not go down without, you know, a contest of we're not going to go down without killing some of you. And that ended up working out. Unfortunately, they just get outmaneuvered, it looked like. And that's kind of what, you know, lost the day. They got focused down on one area over the other. And the 3 versus 4 worked. So anyway, I'll skip to the end so at least we can see, you know, the units of one of the armies, see what their kills were, and then yeah, that'll be it. Alright guys, so this army, I'm not sure which one this was. I think it was the one in the center, but you can see 192, 162, 130. Like they got some good kills there. Not an insane high amount, I'd say. Not a crazy amount. But unfortunately don't have the other results. I wish that would get fixed. and maybe that will eventually. But yeah, guys, that's the battle. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you once again for all the support you guys offer the channel. Really do appreciate it. Means a lot to me. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, I will catch you all in another video.